Oh,
The live.
also the live. We're going. I want you to share your opinion on Rockstar
Oh,
as
right.
well. I'm not gonna be the only one talking.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. That the definitive trilogy, eh? Wow, that sucks.
I mean, I haven't played it yet, so if I ever do manage to play it, I'll let you know like my actual thoughts on the game.
Well, it all depends on who gets it first.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this. Originally, whenever they announced the idea of, or sorry, whenever they announced like, hey, yeah, we're gonna be remastering the three GTA games, I was a little skeptical. Also, I really found no reason to play the old games aside from Yandel talking about how San Andreas had really good cheats.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheats, good ones. There's the money, the 500k dollars cheat with that comes with the vest, and the chaos one. And if you want to,
I'm
and you can
back, you
have infinite
guys, this
health
time.
cheat.
Yeah, we're talking about Rockstar and GTA and
I see.
yeah, cause like the way
Rock.
out I felt, or the way he made out or made the cheats out to be like I was like they sounded like close to like Saints Row 2 fun quality, so I was like, hey, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And yeah, and then when I see how bad the remaster actually looked, like I was pretty disappointed. And we're not talking about like the reveal trailer. I'm talking about the day it came out and people were dissing on it. I was like, really? They're dissing on the trilogy? Or like, I mean, I was a little bit skeptical, but at the same time, like, come on, guys, Rockstar of all people decided to throw in the towel with this one. Like, that's unheard of.
Yeah, right about that. You're right
It's
about
very
that.
sad to hear.
Hmm.
I think the definitive edition might have been rushed.
It wasn't rushed because it was literally made. They literally handed it over to the people that made the mobile games. So that's even worse.
Oh.
Hi.
That's
But yeah,
actually
that is
worse than
bad.
rushed.
That's why they didn't hear me before. I didn't flip the mic on because I was trying to. Yep, they totally suck.
Yeah, nope, they didn't hear you at all.
Nope.
Yep, mic was flipped up. But yeah, Josh,
Yep.
you're right, that's... Well, the fact that they just took the cheap route and just ported the mobile version, and Rockstar had nothing really to do with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just low. Like, seriously, it's like the fans that have actually been really wanting this. And, like, it's like, you guys don't even care. You know? You
Exactly.
expect fans to be so dumb enough to just go out there and buy bad versions and make them think that it's good. No, people aren't gonna do that. Because people are actually, well, majority of people are actually smart enough. Am I right, Josh?
Yeah, and a lot of dumbasses are still defending the game, but they also don't know that it's literally the mobile port.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like, actually, genuine question: have you seen what it looks like on Switch?
Not
I
really.
haven't on Switch.
It looks like a slightly updated version of the PlayStation 2 version, in my opinion. That's how I describe the Switch version. It looks pretty it looks it doesn't
Mediocre.
really look different at all in my opinion. It looks a little bit upscaled, but aside from that, it looks like an updated version of the PlayStation 2 version.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I should even try to think about picking up for a Switch version.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah. Aside from the bad stuff, like it is kind of a cool idea. Like, hey, I get to play GTA while I'm at the mall. You know?
That is a that is a cool idea. But is it worth it, you know? What
Not full price. Definitely cheaper than that. Like I said to Yandel, if it's 40 or under, I'll get it. But I am not
I
paying
was
full
gonna say
price.
too, I wish they would also release them as kind of separate games as well, because what if I
That's
only
gonna
want
happen
like
in
one of the
December.
games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you
It's
know
gonna
which one I would buy if I was to buy one of them.
Vice
We all
City.
know. Oh yeah. That's my personal favorite one, and you know, Josh, and you know
Oh yeah,
that.
you can't get them separate, by the way. You have to get them all together.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was saying I wish that I could be able to get them separate. But the fact that in order for me to even remotely get them, I have to buy all three, which it isn't a bad thing, but will I actually play GTA 3? Think about it. Who will actually play GTA 3?
I mean, I played it when I was a child, so
I mean, Uber Danger made it a memeable experience that.
Okay, then you might go in there simply for the memes.
I never played GTA 3 for the story. All I did was mess around, just free roam.
That's
I
what it.
never
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or that's what a lot of people did apparently.
Yeah. I mean, the
I
story was
never
semi-interesting, but they didn't really do much with it, except for having the main character in the first mission get shot in the throat and have him mute the entire time. Am I right, Josh?
Yep.
And even then, too, that actually confused a lot of people because a lot of people actually question why is he mute or why doesn't he talk
I
because he was shot in the throat.
I think Rockstar intended it to like make you feel like you're actually like in the game.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
I hate to say it, but they didn't do a good job with that one. Am I right?
Yeah, you're
If there's
right.
one thing I can appreciate about it is that it actually started the 3D universe, and I'll give it credit there. You know? It gave it the start that it needed in order for us to get Vice City, San Andreas. You know?
Yep.
But besides that, I say it's not. You're not really missing much if you don't play it. Me personally, you're not really missing much. I think it's anything after that. I would highly recommend you play
Oh yeah.
personally.
I mean, I only want to play because of Uber Danger. Uber Danger made me want to just enjoy that broken experience.
I understand
yeah,
that, but
with the precision driving on the boat.
Oh, but yeah, that was his fault though. It was his fault where he pushed the boat and then he's like, it was only till after I forgot to get in the boat that I really do wish I had that 20 minutes back.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, he made it a memeable game, so great job, you know. I say if you're looking for like something that's glitchy
I mean,
or anything like that.
Donkey kind of made me want to play San Andreas because Donkey's San Andreas video is amazing.
I mean,
Definitely one of
San
my
Andreas
favorites.
isn't a bad game. I mean, I think it's actually a good game. But the train mission pisses me off. It pisses me off.
I had to cheat, bro. I had to cheat my way through that mission.
Do you use the flying
I
car?
used the bike and got on a roof and just. No, I used the bike and then there was a ramp on like on the side, on the left side, and then I got on. No, I no
I
actually
thought that
no,
was
I
the
didn't use a ramp. I
traditional way of
freaking
doing
like
it.
no. No, I freaking I used it. I went on foot. I got on the roof and then just jumped. I had time to jump and then just killed off those dudes.
You
That's what I
guys,
did. And I'm so
I
glad it worked.
I beat the mission by sheer luck because I went on the ramp and the bike was halfway off the train and halfway on the train being dragged by the train because the wheel got stuck, glitched through part of the train, and got stuck. So I was being dragged along, and I had to get off it, and the game just so happened to be generous and send me flying up onto the train, and that's how I beat it. By sheer glitchiness. And by
I
sheer...
wish that happened with Dead Rising.
Yeah, I mean, that was a shit show and a half.
That
Like,
that was worse than the San Andreas train
It
mission. Like I don't
was.
understand how did they screw up
With
a game that badly when the game came out years after San Andreas.
with the
And it's funny thing too,
with
because
the
that's only the
precision bike
PS4 version,
controls.
isn't it, Josh?
What?
Isn't that only the PS4 version?
No, I think that,
Uh, I
no, I
it
think that
was
was a
in all the
PS3
ports
version.
really, but it was more broken on next gen.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible. That is horrible. I actually hate that. Like, how can you make it so broken and so damn impossible? Especially too, where like there's that resistance where it would hold you back. You
Oh
wouldn't
yeah, I
get
didn't.
close.
What I didn't understand was like if you when you went off a ramp and you just like your bike decided to do its own thing.
I know, right? That happened to me twice. There was one time where I almost, I don't know if you remember, but I almost actually jumped on, but an invisible force pushed me down. I don't know if you remember that, Josh.
Those recon breakpoint style of bike
And
driving.
didn't it happen to you too?
Uh,
No,
yeah.
the bike controls were
Everything,
A from
all the
breakpoint,
worst
but they
things,
fixed it.
every time, like,
But also
yeah.
there is this bike. There's this future one. Except there is one futuristic bike that is awful to handle. The regular dirt bikes have been fixed. Thank God. Yeah, don't drive futuristic bikes in Breakpoint.
Again, I don't understand
They're
how.
only regular dirt bikes.
I can't think of a game.
Regular dirt.
I can't think of like the first game that I played where I realized that wow, they didn't put any effort into this at all. You know, I honestly can't remember the first game because there's been so many games like that recently where it just blends together. That's sad.
Yeah. I agree with you, Josh.
Yeah, I can't. I honestly can't think of a game. It definitely on. It had to have been on PS4 though.
Yeah, that's true. But like, how can they make a game so broken, Josh, in just one mission?
Exactly. I don't know. But keep in mind, again, it was a port.
Yeah, that's true. But still, you'd think they would have checked something, you know?
Yeah.
Done enough of a thorough search to make it at least even just remotely playable. Because you can beat up to that point, but you cannot on PS4 beat that mission. Like, it is practically impossible.
If we had more
God.
time, yeah.
I'm glad I didn't
That's,
download
yeah.
it. I'm glad I didn't download that nonsense.
Seriously. But yeah, I have to say, for as far as
glad I
we got, and the fact
witnessed
that
all
I
of
only
that
paid
in
$5
nursing
for it,
home.
it was at least worth the $5, you know? It gave
Yeah.
us enough
Oh, wait,
gameplay
you
for
paid for
$5.
that? I thought it was free.
No, we paid
I
for
thought it
that
was a free
shit.
game.
We
Yeah,
paid
we
for
did.
that.
Oh no. Oh no. Yikes. I feel bad for that money.
I mean, as I said, they gave us enough gameplay for the $5.
Yeah.
That's for
They
sure,
didn't
because
spend
it
like
took a
20.
while for that
They
game to
didn't
actually
spend like a 20.
break.
It did.
And we actually, up until that point, we actually got a lot of enjoyment out of it. Like, remember that one boss, Josh? The one we had
Yeah,
to run across.
the one on the bike one, right?
Oh yeah. That one was intense, but it was fun at the same time. You know?
Definitely, yeah.
So it's like it really wasn't like if the whole game was broken and then I would feel okay it wasn't worth the $5 but for what we got and the enjoyment we did have out of the experiments and for the majority of it it was definitely worth the $5. I mean if we paid any more than that though I would say no, you know,
Yeah.
but considering it was like what $5 maybe even $1 less, I'd say that was worth it. Because it's like there was a
Oh
reason they made it
crap.
cheap in the first place. Huh. It wasn't
Well,
just a generosity
yeah,
of
but
their
even
hearts.
I mean, it was out of nowhere because that the game franchise doesn't normally go on sale now.
Hmm. That's true. That is true. But yeah, though. But yeah, though, Josh, I think we got it at a good time when we did. In case we do actually ever want to get back to that, because it's like I wonder if in case they ever go back and actually fix it. You know what I mean?
They won't because
I know.
they updated that game. I don't remember,
Oh.
or they added that game. I don't remember what year.
I know. It's wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking on my behalf. It's like, damn it. Like, seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, too, Josh.
Yeah.
So, you want to know something funny?
Sure.
Go for it.
So, er, earlier today, my friends asked me to do a Hannibal Lecter impression.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, I put myself on FaceTime, and you know the look he kind of always has in the face if you ever seen clips of it or just bits of it?
Yeah.
I copied that and said, hello, Clarice. And my friend said I looked like I was getting ready to eat them out.
Okay. That is the wow.
And I was like, that's bad. I'm like, and I didn't even mean it like that. I was just legitimately copying, you know?
Awkward.
Yeah, that was awkward. I had no
Can
response
you
to that.
try like a Hannibal Lecter like a
I
face
tried cop
impression?
I tried copying, yeah, I tried doing the face impression and the clip where he's talking to Clarice and he like licks his lip and says, hello, Clarice. That's what the response I got back was that.
Did you try to do
Hello,
that?
Clarice.
You know the one that he does with his teeth. That he does.
Yep. And that's what my friend said back to me after they saw that. And I'm like, really? Really? To be fair, they took a perfectly appropriate scene I did and kind of turned that on my head. Wouldn't you agree, Josh?
Yep.
And I was like, really? But my friends also said too that they thought I was pretty creepy because of the smile. Because I also had my head down and I looked up, and they said that moment I genuinely looked like I was gonna kill someone. So I'm like, lovely. Yeah, so they say that scene was like, oh my god, in a laughable way. But the beginning part, they said they say you can kind of have your own take on it, Damien. They're like, you can definitely play a younger version of Hannibal Lecter. What do you think of that, Josh?
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. They're like that, Norman Bates. And they're like, cause no offense, Damon, but sometimes you can act very timid, then take a complete 360 flip. And I'm like, okay, you know what, that's fair enough. I think that's a fair enough point. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Also, too, I got into this new YouTuber who does covers recently. I think he's really good. And he does a lot of, like, rock, indie rock, pop, and stuff. And he's very underrated. I don't even think he has, like, 1 million subscribers.
Hmm.
I don't know if you ever heard of him, but his name is Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard his cover of Die and Breathe by the Killers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was really good. He had a couple good covers, to be honest with you. So it's like, yeah. I think you would like him, Josh, because he's very different. You know? And it's funny too, because he actually has a couple videos where he makes his music out of like toys, like these musically or something like that, and they're like physical toys that look like notes,
Hmm.
giant notes. I was gonna say I can link you that video if you're interested.
No, I'm good. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Alrighty, and he also did a cover on Muse as well, and I think he did a pretty good job actually. I like him because he always tries to do different things with his stuff, and I'm like, that's pretty cool actually. But yeah, though if you're ever interested, definitely let me know.
Will do.
Alrighty. Yeah, and I found him too completely on accident. Just in my recommendation. It looked interesting. I checked it out. I'm like, okay, I'm down for
Still
this.
live streaming.
I am.
Hi world. Hello. But yeah though, Josh, I thought, yeah. Oh my.
Wait, can we just talk about Take-Two taking out the freaking mods?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring it
Yep,
on.
yep. I'm down for
Like,
that.
Take-Two is really, like, pissing off the community. Like, they think it's a stupid idea, like, to take out fan favorite mods. And Rockstar has just become a greedy, money-hungry, greedy company. They stop caring about their fans, and they're just joining GTA Online and neglecting Red Dead Online. And it's just awful.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted to like role play as a bounty hunter in Red Dead Online, but I can't because this is the stupid progression. The progression
Okay.
with one of the walls
Damien,
is
what was
dumb and
name me two of your favorite cars from Vice City.
Vice City. The Testarossa.
Okay.
And oh my god, there was this other. It was a supercar, and it didn't have it
The
like had a
Lamborghini
pull.
one?
Yeah, it kind of was like a Lamborghini, yeah, but like you could see your character. It didn't have a roof, or it had a roof that you can pull down,
Hmm.
and it was super fast. I can't remember the name of it. It might have been like a Lamborghini type though. That could
Okay.
be it. But those are my two personal favorites. I love the Testarossa though in that game. It's so good. How about you, Josh?
I didn't really play the game.
Uh, I understand.
A big issue I have with the definitive edition is that the cars explode way too quickly.
You mean even more quickly than the original?
Yeah, like you only have like maybe a second to get out of your car before you die.
Oh my god, do they get even damaged even a lot easier than
Yep.
in the original? Oh my god, no, that was one of my biggest problems with the original game, was just how easily damaged you could hit, you know what, you could damage your car. Like, you can hit on just one tiny thing, a leg of a person, and the whole front part of it, or like one light of it, could just be completely damaged. Am I right,
Or
Josh?
you could damage your car
Okay,
insurance
as I
or get
thought, it was
go.
the Banshee.
It was a Banshee?
Yeah.
Okay, so Testarossa and a Banshee. Those are my
Yep.
two favorites in the
Okay.
game. Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
Also, you know what song I really got into recently?
What?
Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You.
Oh my god.
What?
All the songs. That is basically misery business.
It is, but I don't know what it is. Just, I kind of have a weak spot for that. I don't know what. You know what I mean? It's like, I know it's a
Well,
copy.
it's not out of like it's not something I didn't expect from you because considering that you like pop, rock, and like anything pop really, that doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, and you can understand why I would like that.
Exactly, it sounds like something you would listen to.
Yeah. Yeah. But I gotta admit though, the first song that she made, and the fact too that when she made her first song, Driver's License, she just came out of High School Musical, the
Mhm.
series, and like it was like that was a total like 360, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, because in this funny thing too is in the series she played like a good girl and stuff, and then the minute, like literally not even 3 weeks after the series ended, she released that song. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, what happened to all that? Funny thing too is when a lot of singers like that, or just people like that, are in stuff like that, it usually takes them a lot longer, or even like dare even try to do something like that right after they're in that kind of project, especially working with Disney. You know, since you know how Disney is.
Yeah.
So like that totally took me by surprise. I was not expecting that, and this is actually a good song. You know, so I have to say, good for her. Good for her. She's doing good, actually. So that's good. but yeah, but yeah, the Misery Business too. That was a good My brain just shut off. I am so sorry. But you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you heard any new songs recently?
Actually, yeah. Uh, it's definitely. I know you wouldn't like it, but I heard it for I heard something for the first time, and I was like, "Damn, this is good." But it's also from a band that only has put out singles recently, so I'm excited for what they have in store next.
Sounds good. Do you have any recommendations for me?
I've been really. I don't know if you're a fan of indie stuff, but
Yeah, I am.
there's this band that I heard last night, and I only heard one song from them before, but I really love their sound. They're called Pinback.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me about that today
Yeah,
earlier.
Pinback. I highly recommend Pinback.
I will check them out. Thank you for asking. Actually, I will look them up right now, actually. Any particular songs I should look up?
I think you'll like Penelope.
Penelope?
Yeah,
Pinback or Pinpack?
Pinback.
Pinback. Okay, wanted to make sure I was spelling it right. Uh, pin back up. Penelope found it. So gonna listen to it right
Right,
now.
you sound like your brain almost shut off for a sec.
It did. It did. But yeah, I always, I always support like a lot of indie creators and stuff for anything. To be honest with you, like for instance, those remain, which is the guy who made that song that I showed you a while back, Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah,
Yep, that's an indie creator, and he did a good job with that song. Wouldn't you agree?
yeah.
Thought that one was a banger. I'm listening to Penelope right now. So far, good tune. Huh. This is interesting, Josh, so far.
I really love their sound.
Yeah, I can understand why. This has a really great beat to it.
They really make their bass sound good.
They do. This has a really nice bass. It does. They do actually. Hmm. Also, too, did I tell you too, Josh, about the piano when I said I think there's something wrong with one of
Yeah,
the
you
B
did.
minor? I found out it was actually it was actually kind of weak. It got weakened, I guess, and semi snapped.
Mm.
So it actually, I actually was right. So yeah, thought you would like to know. They're gonna have to fit. We're gonna have to have that fixed.
Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome. But good news is I can still do the last part of the song
Oh,
on
that's
the
good.
digital piano. Yep, don't worry, I got you covered there. It might sound a bit different in the second half because two different, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try my best. Here, got now I have 70% of it finished, of the file finished. I just need to add a little bit more in there, and I should be good. Just a matter of trying to actually get it properly saved. Since,
Mhm.
I told you about the whole corrupt issue I had.
Yeah.
But you know what? So far, it's doing good. It's doing good. It's actually saving too. So it will be finished soon. And also too, Josh, I started the game.
That's good.
Yep.
I hope
I
that little commercial ad sounded here on the live.
I didn't even hear it.
I didn't
Okay,
either.
good. Well, I'm only watching TV and an ad just played, so I quickly muted myself so Josh can avoid copyright.
Well, ads don't get copyright.
Okay.
Mm, that's true. That
Good to
is
know.
true. Yeah. But yeah, Josh, and so far the story I got down the story and I am starting to design the levels. And good news too, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I
we
found a
haven't talked about the
program.
adversary modes getting removed.
Do you remember
Wait, what?
when I...
Oh yeah, let's talk about that actually. That's more important.
You
Okay.
first, Damien.
Huh?
What's
Me
your thoughts
first?
on Rockstar removing the adversary modes?
I'm pissed. I am pissed
So are
off.
we. So are we.
Like, I am pissed at Rockstar. And the fact, too, there was no warning, no heads up, no nothing. They just removed it. It's like they removed it just because they felt like it.
I think they did it for one reason. Either it was space or some annoying
Well,
crap.
speaking of bullshit, in the creator, when I put actors next to the objects, they despawn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oof.
Hmm. That is bullshit. Like, wow. That is totally BS. And also, too, like, the fact, too, it's like they stopped caring about their fans.
Oh yeah, they
They just
did.
do.
All of them.
They do
All of
not.
them. Friggin' Bethesda,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, Rockstar, Ubisoft, they don't care. Oh yeah, are you familiar with Far Cry 7? Cause Far Cry 7 is coming out.
Oh
Uh,
my
Yeah,
god, are you
and
serious?
newsflash though, it's gonna be turned into a live service game.
I'm gonna have a heart attack here in about 3 seconds. Like, seriously, do I jump out the window now or later? That is so, oh my god, and
Well,
is it,
we'll have to see.
it's just supposed to be coming out next year as well?
we don't know, but I
I don't
hope
think
that the
so.
fans decide to boycott that bullshit. Because that's ridiculous. The fact that they already announced Far Cry 7, they made a bad decision. They should have went for a reboot, like Yandel said, or another spin-off. I would have preferred a spin-off. A
I
spin-off would have
think,
done better.
How would a
I
spin-off
agree,
work?
it's bullshit.
Like either we get a Far Cry 3, or we either get a Blood Dragon 2, or something in that same category.
It's, yeah, it's freaking, it's bad. That's really, really bad. It's starting to remind me a lot of other franchises, like, oh, I don't know, Call of Duty, maybe?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that because I
Yep.
mean, well, let's admit first that we all knew Vanguard was gonna fail, right?
Oh, yeah, I had no hope for it.
Oh my
I
god!
gave up on this series a long time
When I
ago.
played that annoying ass alpha, I immediately like disliked it. It was Modern Warfare, but with a World War II reskin. Like I don't care what people would say. It's literally the same game. They recycled the stuff from Modern Warfare, all for the sake of Warzone.
Hmm.
Warzone is to blame for all this crap.
Yeah, it's freaking... Vanguard is... It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
Am I right, Josh?
That's what I hear.
It's a literal shit show, and I was expecting it to be. Like, I mean, I had semi-hopes. I had semi-high hopes
There's
for Cold
Damien.
War plus for
Listen,
the story.
Damien. Listen.
Yeah,
There's
Cold
no
War
Yeah.
sounded
point in
like a good
hoping
idea on
for.
paper, but the way they didn't even care about the game. They only
And the
cared about
fact too
Warzone.
that they removed it, they removed some story parts because of supposed controversy, You know, they were afraid. It's like, why do you even
Are
bother
they?
telling
Do
a
they even show
historical?
swastikas in the campaign of or multiplayer of Vanguard?
I don't think
I didn't
so.
see. I didn't see.
I don't think so, Josh.
That's dumb.
Like, seriously, it's like if you're so afraid to tell actual stories when you're claiming they're true stories, you're gonna have to spit the goddamn facts. You can't you can't you can't fuck around with this shit, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it's like saying something like, with them, it's like saying, oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
bedtime.
huh?
Oh shit. Yeah. A41.
Oh,
Time to get off the phone. Time
oh.
to get off whatever you're on.
Okay,
Okay? You're loud.
How old are you again?
No conversation out here.
and I'll be quiet.
He's only
Um,
How
He's
old?
17.
Okay?
huh?
That
Yeah, of
boggles
course.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? When I
Thank
had to
you.
go to bed at 7:30 when I was like in grade 5. And
I'm sorry, but the fact that
I remember it very vividly because I was not allowed to watch anything after Life with Boys. Life with Boys was always
oh,
the final show, and I got sick and tired of that show.
Fair enough. But yeah, though, Josh, like that's just like I hate right now. I hate Call of Duty because like they want to tell stories like historical true stories, but yet they remove like so many important parts, like what countries sometimes were involved, and you know it's like you can't hide history. You can't. Am I right,
Exactly.
Josh?
Yeah.
Like if you hide history, you're not
There's
telling a true
Desert
story.
Dave, and there's Desert Dave saying a pretty realistic experience. Like, get out of here.
Realistic
The
experience,
game's
my
not even that
ass.
realistic. Adding waifu like weapon packs and everything, but
Well, that's just
that was
offensive.
never. Really?
Yeah,
What?
that is just
It's
yeah, that is
offensive.
that is.
Yeah, like adding
And yet
waifu packs in Cold War. That makes no sense.
they're so scared to freaking show like
Oh, and there was this one
swastikas in a
incident
German war
where
game.
the California sued Activision for for sexual harassment at work in the work environment.
Yeah, that's why I said it was that's why I said it was offensive.
Hmm.
Yep. They oh honestly, I'm done with that company personally. I don't even
Oh,
want to
I
buy
yeah.
anything from
I
them
stopped
We're
anymore.
all
supporting
done.
Activision
We're all
after
done.
as soon as Black Ops 4 was asked, that's when the Call of Duty died.
When yep, Black Ops 4 is the game that killed it all. Am I right?
I don't know if the Black Ops really did
Black
killed
Ops
it.
4 killed the franchise after that.
It did. Black Ops 3 was not that bad. It was
Did
not.
Black Ops, I think Black Ops 4 came out after World War II, and World War II didn't
Yeah.
sell a lot because
No, it
they said
didn't,
that
but
they're removing the swastikas from multiplayer.
which is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, so goddamn stupid. Like, you want to be historically accurate, but yet you refuse to state the facts.
Yeah.
Like, if you're afraid to
Oh,
state the
also,
facts and tell
did
the
you
truth,
hear
then maybe you
that
shouldn't be making those type of
Damien?
games. Yes,
Did you hear
Daniel?
that they added like you can put 10 weapon attachments in Vanguard. You can put 10 weapon attachments.
Oh
You can make
boy.
which means you can make your gun look cursed.
Oh boy. Then that's over. I can imagine that being overpowered.
Very. Oh my god, and the
That's
time to kill is worse than Cold War.
that's horrible. That is horrible.
It's beyond
Like
horrible.
they I'm done with like
There's no
Activision
point in
shit.
hoping.
No, you're right.
There's
There
no
isn't though.
point.
No, no
This is
hope.
a spiral cycle that's gonna repeat itself again.
Exactly.
Never
Everybody should buy a Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Man, what's that?
It's like
Seriously.
it's the Steam console. That's like the Switch.
I'm thinking about switching to that at one point, Josh.
I kind of want I prefer that to get that over a Switch, to
Wait,
be
so hold
honest.
on, hold on.
Honestly,
So Steam
yeah.
Witch is like, so it's like a portable like PC. Is
Yeah.
that what you're getting at? Oh, I want one. I would like to
Serious.
have that.
But yeah, honestly, Josh, I'm excited for that. And another thing as well too is like one thing too about me is I love playing indie games, you know,
Yeah. That's
and being
another
able to.
reason why I like Steam, because of indie games.
Oh yeah, and Steam is a great place, and that's also where I'm probably gonna be dropping my game as well. Is
Because
on Steam.
one of the yeah, if I had to think of a game that I really or that I was really interested in on Steam would be Maximum Action.
Opa.
Oh
That's like it was a lot like that. That's like a lot like it's kind. Actually, I vaguely remember, but it's like Fear and Super Hot kind of. It's very violent, which I appreciate.
That's cool. That's
And there's another
actually
one
really
too.
cool.
I forget what it's called. Get to the orange door, or get to the something door,
I
or
think
get
I
to
know
the
what you're
something
talking about.
exit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name either. But yeah, I mean, I love supporting indie games, and you know what a personal favorite of mine is that I think is absolutely incredible and was kind of an inspiration for semi what I'm making right now,
stupid,
Josh.
What?
stupid
The
VIP.
Crooked Man.
Oh
Hmm.
man. Oh
I absolutely love that game because I went in there not
wow.
expecting
Let's
much, or at
steal the
least went in there
helicopter.
blind,
Wow.
and I came out with something
Great
that
getaway
wasn't just
vehicle.
scary, but it was actually emotionally
Great stupid
impactful,
getaway
and
vehicle.
some of the images and stuff have stayed in my head and stuff. Like, just the Crooked Man himself is so disturbing. You know how he's described, Josh?
How?
He's described as a very tall, slenderish man wearing a brown kimono and has a very long neck that kind of looks like a giraffe, and his head's bent way down to his left, up practically can touch his elbows, and his eyes are black, and his teeth are grinning like a Joker
Oh
type of
wait, I think I
smile.
remember PewDiePie playing a game like that.
He did play that, and I played that too, and that game freaked me out so much, especially with that description. And his eyes were black, Josh. His eyes were pitch black.
Oh, I know.
Can you imagine that, Josh?
No, I can't. I was always just scared of Squidward's suicide when I was
Really?
younger. Anybody
To be fair,
else?
Really?
yeah, that was me
When I
Not,
too.
was
I mean,
I
younger,
not
that freaked
yeah.
really.
me out. That freaked me out when I was younger as well. When the first time I heard of it, I was like, "Whoa!" Like
I
that
don't
was
even
just a scary
remember. Oh
thought.
yeah, I found out about creepy pastas because of Tats Top's videos. That's how I found
I
creepy
actually found out about
pastas.
creepypasta. I actually found out about creepypastas as they were popular. Like I've known about them since I was like 6 or 7. Like they started getting popular around like what 2010, 2011. Am I right?
Yeah, I believe
Around
so.
around the time
Yeah,
Minecraft was just
yeah.
starting to get. Yeah, and I remember too because I would watch a lot of like supposed sightings, and actually a company actually made a found footage horror film of the Slenderman called Marble Hornets Always Watching, and it was actually a good movie, Josh. Like it actually wasn't a bad film. I mean, the 2017 Slenderman film, now that was shit. That was
I
an
would just
absolute
watch.
shit
I forgot
movie.
that that even existed.
That was a
I remember
I
the
wouldn't blame
teaser.
you. The 2017 film
Oh,
sucked. I wouldn't
also,
watch it,
what's
but the
interesting
Marble
is that
Hornets
when I
film,
search,
yeah.
hey, when I saw the teaser of that, like they went quiet with the movie, like no like other trailers, nothing. Like I only saw a second trailer until like a month later.
Which movie?
Like a lot.
The
The Slender,
2017 take on Slenderman.
they went quiet with that movie.
That didn't do
They
good at
probably
all,
knew it
and
was gonna fail. That's why.
it was such a bad film. It was so bad. I absolutely hated it. I did not like it at all. I thought it was just a
Who was
whole.
directing the movie?
I don't know, but I think it was an upcoming director, and even so, he was a shitty director. And also, but here's the thing too, if I would recommend a Slenderman film, I would recommend 2010's Marble Hornets I'm Always Watching, because that film was freaky, and they actually cared about, the people actually cared about making it. It was actually a fan project. Did you know that, Josh?
I mean, I can figure.
Yeah, but it was actually really well done. And so I would recommend that over that, but I was a huge fan of like the whole creepypastas. I love reading the stories, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but there's actually a TV series out there based off creepypastas called Channel Zero. I think it is one of the most underrated horror anthologies ever. Every season is based on a creepypasta story. Like the first one is called Candle Cove, and it's about this guy. And when he was a kid, there was a lot of these child murders, and the child murders only happened when this one show was on TV called Candle Cove, and it was like a puppet.
Oh yeah, no, I know
Uh,
that one. I know that one.
they made a TV six-part episode event of that story, and it was phenomenal. And one thing too, I absolutely love about the show, Josh, is they don't use any CGI. It's all practical effects. None of it
Damn.
is CGI. Yeah, and it was one of the most creepiest, I think, visual shows I've ever watched. They also, and the other seasons include The Dream Door, my personal favorite, because that one has a contortionist clown in it called Pretzel Jack. Love it, great. Butcher's Block, and No End House. You guys might have heard
What
of
was the?
No End House.
I got one question.
I don't.
What was
I
the
only
look?
remember specific ones. Like
Yeah, the
Candle Cove. That one I remember. I remember Squidward Suicide. I remember Sonic.exe. Uh, whatever the
Butcher's.
Legend of Zelda one was.
Mm, thing about
Oh,
Butcher's Block,
what's his face? Is it Ben Drowns? Yeah, Ben Drowns.
Ben Drowns, yep.
Um,
Smiling Man, do you remember that? Or Smile Dog?
a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, though, like, if you love creepypastas, that is the perfect series. Because that series, Josh, like, it freaked me out, and the fact that they used no CGI whatsoever, all practical effects, it was some of the most impressive work I have ever seen. I think when it comes to filmography, and actually, that producer and director who wrote and directed that series, I don't know if you know this, but there's a film currently released in theaters, which is a Canadian horror film by Guillermo del Toro called Antlers, and it's about the Wendigo. Do you know about that, Josh?
Yes, I heard a bit about it. Yeah.
That same
Do you
director
remember?
and writer that
Speaking of,
made that series is also making this movie that's out now. And he also is responsible for the Hannibal TV series, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Actually great writer and director, I think. But you can talk now, Yandel, sorry.
what was the most graphic moment on a show that never left you?
The most graphic moment.
That's never
I
left
don't.
you.
It had to have been some decapitation of some kind, but I don't remember.
Does anybody
Um,
remember A Thousand Ways to Die?
yes, I do.
I remember the one with the bush whacker. No, with the freaking. What was the name of the machine that cuts wood?
Saw? Bandsaw?
No, it's a machine where you put like branches of wood.
Okay, are we done talking about Rockstar and
I think we
Yeah,
are.
GTA and any
Yeah, I
Rockstar
think you need to cut.
games and adversary
Yeah,
modes?
yeah.
yeah.
All
I
right.
think you need to cut out the part where we were done.
No, maybe some people might be interested in creepy pastas.